Hi guys, this is Axon from African Drone Voice. So I'm with Tony Reid, an amazing pioneer in drone STEM education based in New York City. So Tony, what inspired you to enter into the drone industry?
I really appreciate first, Axon. Thank you very much for allowing me to get on your platform. Really love the fact of what you're doing for the African Voice. What inspired me to get into drones? So I come from a world of law enforcement, right? Backgrounds, family, law enforcement. I used to work what they would call in New York City. We have what they call Rikers Island. It's a jail that I used to work in for years, 7 years. I would work with the adolescents. So here we are in the world, especially New York City, right? We got all this crime happening, right? We got all these kids, that have you need someone to look up to. Programs, are dead. Things aren't really happening. So, recidivism, returning back and forth to jail. As me working there with the adolescents from like ages 15 and up, working with these young people, I've always had this inspiration of utilizing technology in a way that they can, one, be exposed to, and then on top of that, they can be able to utilize it in a way that can, one, make them money, so that they can take their attributes and continue on. 2016 comes along, and the FAA comes out with, Federal Aviation Administration, people that don't know, rolls out with a test that we could utilize and take to be able to we can actually make money commercially wise. So here I am, and I take that exam. The first day it comes out, August 29th till this day, I take it, and boom, I passed the exam, right? I passed the exam, and here I am in New York, not knowing exactly how much power, that I do have. I'm like, what? I have something that I hold very dearly. I want to be able to utilize this for good. So, I start going around seeing how we could utilize drones for education purposes, continuing on, the trials and tribulation I have to go through. People are saying, drones, they're toys, Tony. They're not really being utilized like that. They're toys. They're not, not accessible the way the way you're thinking. So we have what they call hurricane season comes along, right? Hurricane season's here, and then you see all on the news from CNN, NBC, drones are being utilized to help, locate individuals, assisting in areas where it's hard to find, low altitude, necessarily where, helicopters, not saying that, that they won't, but you have to refuel those things, right? So drones are more accessible at that time. You get the location on individuals, and then you utilize the drones, where's the location. So I got exposed to be able to go on operations in Hurricane Harvey. So I got to see firsthand how the use of drones was actually out there.
How's been the reception from the parents? Do they encourage their kids to join your program? Even them, I think it's very good to expose the parents to, so that I get to understand what their kids are entering, because I know many parents too would like to learn about this technology.
So we have a program, right, that we expose not just the child, but they're there. So what we do, invite the parents along with the child, right? So they're sitting in the classroom, right? They're retaining this knowledge at the same time. So that, obviously, parents, they work. So they want to know, what is this thing about drone technology? It's so, it's so exciting that.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope to see more and more kids being inspired by your works around the world.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on your platform. I really do.